Hi beauties! I hope you guys are having an amazing day. As you can probably see, I did add some stuff to my background. I'm still working it out. So it's a work in progress, but thought I would add something more fun in my background than just kind of like a beige wall. So hope you like that. If you have any tips, feel free to let me know. I am so excited to do this video because this has been a long time coming. This is actually going to be the last video in my villain series. So if you're new here, welcome. I have a whole playlist of villain makeup tutorials, and I do those on the fly, so I don't plan them out beforehand. It's just kind of improvising as I go along, and I do that just because I like to be creative. So I really like to just do things as I go because I think that that shows how you can still get a really good look and be creative and not feel like, oh my gosh, I have to have everything perfect 100%, because that's something that I used to be really worried about, and now I have learned that it's really fun to just kind of play around with makeup, especially right now when we're still in a pandemic and you're not really going anywhere as much. So it's a fun way to like play with makeup without being like, oh my gosh, like if this goes wrong, like if you're doing makeup for an event and then if you mess it up, it's really stressful because then you're either stuck with it or you're late to whatever the event is. So basically, long story short, that is why I do things on the fly. Not always, but with the villain series, I thought it would be kind of fun just to improvise and look at a photo of a villain and then see what they would wear if they were, for one, alive, and for two, if they lived in our day and age. So if you guys are new here, welcome. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of makeup, beauty, unboxings, and tutorials. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this tutorial. I have been on a huge Toy Story kick. I've watched every single movie, and I have to say Lotso is definitely my favorite villain of not only Toy Story, but of all villains, because first off, he's a strawberry scented bear, and hello, like how cute is that? If you're not familiar with Toy Story, this is Lotso, Lots-o-huggins-bear. He is like a purplish pink bear, and I won't give any spoilers, but basically he's a villain, and I thought it would be really fun to do a makeup look based off of him because I love pinks and purples, and I think this would be such a fun look to do based off of him. Because if you've watched my other villain series, you'll notice that I do a lot of like red lipstick, and it's fun. Like I get to play with color a little bit, but with this one, I really wanted it to be like really bright, really like purple pink. I think more so pink, but I'm definitely gonna add in purple because he is kind of like a purple pink. Like I mean, it's almost like a Barney color, but more pink. So I definitely want to incorporate those purplish tones too. First off, I do have all of my base makeup on. So I have my foundation, my powder, my bronzer, and my eyebrows on, and concealer. And basically what we're gonna do is finish up everything else using some strawberry products. Woo! I know, it's so fun. Some other products. So we're gonna go through the look step by step, and if you want to try out this look yourself, I'll link everything down below for you guys so that you can purchase those products as well. Really what I was looking for when I wanted to do this makeup look is get strawberry scented products or strawberry type products. So I'll go through what I got. Some of them I may not use, but I did want to talk through each one. So the first one is something that I already have on. It's a primer. So this is by I Heart Revolution. This is their Strawberry Whip Pore Blurring Primer with vitamin C and E. So this is strawberry scented. It smells like, it kind of smells like strawberry frosting or like a strawberry cupcake. It smells really, really good. And it is tinted, so you can kind of see it has like a beige type tint. So I did put that on. I do think it works really well, especially because this is so affordable. I think this was maybe like $7, maybe less than that. I can't remember, but definitely a good price for this product. Okay, next one that I want to put on is by Revlon. So this is the Revlon Kiss, and this is a balm. It's SPF 20 and it is Fresh Strawberries, the shade. So it's like a little stick. It's really, really pretty. I've already used this. I could not help myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on because my lips are kind of dry. Yay, I think that looks so pretty. This does roll up. So a lot of times, like, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes like you'll get a stick like this, but then this part won't roll up and it's just like this much product, you know? But this one is actually pretty full, and this, it does twist up, which is nice. And it is strawberry scented, which is just delicious. So I definitely recommend this product. Okay, next one is a palette that I'm not sure I'm gonna use today. We'll have to see how things go, but I do have a lot of other products that I think will work perfect for this Lotso look. But I did want to talk about this palette. So this is by I Heart Revolution. I honestly have never tried their products before, but when I was searching for strawberry things, like this brand kept popping up. They have a whole strawberry collection. So I was like, perfect. This is their Strawberry Cheesecake palette. It's really pretty. Again, I'd never tried any of their products before, but this is what it looks like. So you get a full size mirror, which is perfect. Again, when you're traveling, it's just nice to not have to carry an extra mirror with you, but it has a really good shade range of neutrals and pink tones. I did try this palette out just because I was nervous about trying it out on camera. And when I do things improvised, I definitely like want to be careful with new products that I'm trying out. I think the colors are really pretty. However, they don't swatch as pigmented as I thought that they would. I usually compare everything to ColourPop, and yeah, the payoff is not quite there. But this is a really affordable palette. I think this was $15. So definitely a great palette to get if you're on a budget. And I just found that I had to dip into the pan a lot more than I normally would have with like ColourPop. I'm not sure if we will use this palette today, but it was something that I got and I tried out. I forgot to say, this is scented too. So this is like, it's kind of like a sweet smell. Like it's not really strawberry, it's just kind of sweet. Okay, and the last product that I got is a blush. So I've used this one as well. Again, this is by I Heart Revolution, and this is their Soft Shimmer Blusher. This is what it looks like. So it's super pretty. Oh my gosh, I love the strawberry in the middle. This one is not scented. I did already try out this blush because again, I have never used their product, so I was kind of nervous about trying this one out and then it going terrible. So what I found with this blush is that it is really, really pigmented. Oh my goodness. So compared to their eyeshadows, this is like the opposite. It's almost too pigmented for a blush. So definitely use a light hand. It's almost like, I hate to say this, but it almost reminds me of like play makeup, like little kid makeup. It's just too bright almost. I am gonna put it on today, but I'm gonna mix it in with another one of my blushes. Let's just go for it. I'm kind of nervous, even though I've used this before. So I'm gonna use kind of like this, put it in the strawberry, because that's the lighter shade. So, let's see. Like, do you see how pigmented it is? Oh my gosh. It's like pretty for like Halloween or something, but I mean, this is like really pink, like baby doll pink. What I'm going to take is this NYX Baked Blush Illuminator and Bronzer. Again, they don't make this one anymore, but I think that they have like similar baked blushes, but this is in the shade Journey. So I'm gonna take this and pop it on top and just kind of blend everything together. All right, so scratch that. Okay, so I'm gonna take my powder, the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte 16-hour powder, and I'm just gonna take a brush and just try and fix this. I feel like that looks a little bit better. But you know what? He's a strawberry scented stuffed animal, so I think he would have rosy cheeks as a person. Um, but let's go ahead and start applying some eyeshadow. And I am using my normal shade that I usually use out of the Too Faced Gingerbread palettes, and that is the Powdered Sugar shade. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go into the Violet Voss Sugar Crystals palette, and I'm going to use the shade Jelly Bean, and I'm just going to blend that into my crease. Next, what I'm going to do is go into the Strawberry Cheesecake palette, and I'm going to use the shade Juicy just to bring in some of the pinky kind of tones. Okay, I feel like that is looking really nice, and I did move in just a little bit so you guys could see my eyeshadow a little bit better. What I want to do next is kind of add in some bright hot pink shades, because again, I want to do like a purpley pink kind of look. So I'm going to use these two from ColourPop. So the first one is one of their Super Shock shadows in the shade Slave to Pink. So pretty, but again, this is like such a hot pink shade that I have maybe only used this once because it's really, really bright. So I think what I want to do is put this on the outer corner, and then this other one is a Super Shock shadow as well in the shade Sherbet Day. I love the shade. Again, it's really hot pink sparkly, so I've used it a few times. This was part of their Halo Top collaboration, so you can tell it's kind of like a marbly, like pink eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna put that as like maybe a topper. I don't know. I kind of want to make things like a little bit more simpler than I would normally do, just because I am playing with really bright colors. I just don't want to get too crazy with it. So I'm going to try these two first, and then we'll go from there. So with Super Shock shadows, it's really good just to use your finger because they almost feel wet when you touch them. They aren't wet, but it's like a wet kind of texture. And then when you apply it, it goes on dry. So I have found that it works a lot better if you just apply it with your finger. That is so pretty. I love this. What even is this? I love this so much. Oh, it looks good. It looks so good. Okay, so next I'm going to go into that Sherbet Day shade. Okay, yes. Okay, and next what I want to do is use this eyeshadow by Phase Zero Nude Newbie. This is their pressed eyeshadow. I talk about this one a lot and I've used it so many different times, but I'm going to take this and put it underneath my brow bone because I think, even though there's a lot going on, I think it'll work. Oh, that's pretty. I feel like that adds a nice like shimmery effect because I will blend this together so that it's not like harsh lines. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just lightly blend everything, and then I might have to go back over with some of those shades, the Super Shock shadows, just because sometimes like you'll lose like the pigment, but let's go ahead and blend it together. Okay, yeah, I did lose some of the pigment like I thought I would. So I'm just gonna go back into each shade and then just put it on top. Right, I think this is looking really, really nice. I think Lotso would approve. Next, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and line my eyes underneath. But before I do that, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit with concealer, and then I'm gonna go in with this shade, Super Base. A nice purple shimmery shade, and I'm going to line my eyes about halfway. I think I'm gonna go the first half, and then the second half I'm gonna do like a pink shade. We'll see how this looks, but this is by I&M Cosmetics, and this is their Velveteen Dream Shadow. I don't know how I feel about this shade. I think I'm gonna go over it with something else. I feel like the color isn't translating that great, so I'm actually gonna go back into that purple shade that I used at the very beginning, Jelly Bean, and I'm gonna put that over the purple shade I just used. That's much better. That is what I was wanting. Pretty. Love it. Okay, and then I think the second half of my eye, I'm gonna go into the Juicy shade that I used earlier. Oh, yes. I feel like these two shades together really are Lotso's colors, like 100%. Maybe I should have just done these all over my eyes, but it wouldn't have been as sparkly. I am loving this. It is looking great. Next, what I'm going to do is just what I normally do in almost every video, is go ahead and add that Phase Zero shade into the corner of my eyes. Okay, now that we have that done, I'm going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner, and then we'll be back to do highlight, mascara, and lips. Okay, I am back. So I went ahead and put on mascara as well, just because I feel like mascara is so boring to talk about, because it's just like black mascara. But I will say I really do love this mascara, and I'm sad that they actually don't make it anymore. It actually is almost gone. But this one is the Betty Boop Ipsy mascara. It's Blink and Wink. I love it. It is unfortunate that they are no longer making it, but that is what I have on. And then for my eyeliner, I use the same two products. I use the Sex Kitten Tarte eyeliner, and then I put the e.l.f. liquid liner over it, and they're both in black. Okay, so now that we have those on, we just have two things left. So the next thing I'm gonna do is highlight. So I am going to use this rainbow highlighter by Wet n Wild. It is their Color Icon Everlasting Glow highlight. So it's really pretty, it's like pink. I've used it a couple times. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. I think that is so pretty. What do you guys think? I really like this highlighter. I honestly forget to use it because it looks really intimidating because it has pinks and like a yellow color gold tone in there, but it's actually comes out really, really pretty, very wearable. All right, so my favorite part, I love doing lipstick. So I'm gonna use two different shades, two different lipsticks. I'm going to use the shade Lavanda. It's spelled Lavanda, Lavanda, by Joli Cosmetics. And I think this is their, Luxe Creme Matte lipstick. So it's a nice purple, like mauve-y kind of shade. So I'm gonna put this on first, and then we'll go into my last product. Oh my gosh, this looks better than I thought it would. I thought it would kind of come off to like not the right shade of purple, but I really like this. What do you guys think? I think even if you didn't use my next product that I'm going to use, this would look perfect. And I really think it should be more acceptable to wear like fun colors out more. I know I have heard from a lot of people that they feel like they can't wear like bright colors, but you know what? You're the only one that's telling yourself that you can't do that. So definitely play with makeup, play with some colors, find out what looks good on you and what you feel comfortable in, and just have fun with it, because you're the only one that's stopping yourself from trying out new things. So that's my little PSA, because I have heard from so many different people that that's why they don't wear like even like bright nail polish or like a bright lip, like even if it's a red. I'm just like, girl, you can do this. And if that's not your thing, you don't really like makeup, then that's okay. But I'm just saying, if you're stopping yourself from doing fun looks, you should tell yourself, honey, I can wear whatever I want to wear. I'm gonna stop with my get off my soapbox. The next product and the last one I'm using is by Huda Beauty, and this is their Lip Strobe lipstick. So this is in the shade Mystical. It is so pretty, and talk about matching the like eyeshadow, because this is like perfect. And this gloss is so creamy and it's not sticky at all. It's perfect. So I think this will look really good on top of this lipstick. It looks perfect. This is exactly what I was going for. Oh my goodness. So let's do a comparison photo. Okay, how'd I do? What do you guys think? I think this turned out really good. It's exactly what I was picturing, playing off those pinky purple tones. And I think it turned out so good. I think this is, I say this every video, but I think this is my for sure favorite one. And I'm so glad that I saved this one for last, because I definitely will wear this look again. Like, huge fan. But if you guys enjoy this video, if you are going to try out this look yourself or something similar, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to know. But if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And that's all I have for you guys today. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye!